December 24th? No. 26th. Yes. Here we are. All right. All right, I've given it some thought. Here's your answer, Dad. I don't want to forget your voice. I think that's the big one. This last letter, very funny. Your best work. I mean, even on your deathbed, you could kill me. But that's usually the top of the list, my biggest fear. I mean, yeah, it may have been something happening to my wife or the baby, but just not today. Not right now. You always loved the examined life. Always question everything. Never think you know all there is to be known. I know I didn't make it up. Huh? You said. With all that makes a man, your father. Signed, with all that makes a man, your father. That's new. What is that? Did you Citizen Kane me, you bastard? I mean, you've always been predictable, consistent, steady. You signed every damn letter the same, time after time, until this one. And with your last written words? Really? God, I miss you already, man. All right, sit down. Give me an answer. I don't expect a response, I just expect an answer. What makes a man? At least give me that. Meat. What makes a man? Let's start with what we know, the composition, what we can tangibly grasp, the bones, the eyes, the tongue, the brain, the meat. No, it's just not you. I mean, you didn't sign the thing. Man made of meat, your father. No, stupid. Faith. You had one of the most admirable faiths I ever came across. It never wilted because you loved it so much that it terrified you. That's how Mom taught me how to love things. I can't even picture doing. We have 2.6 billion practicing Christians, 2 billion Muslims, 500 million atheists and people unwilling to suspend disbelief. The honest Christian man lives for what? 2 things at the center of his life: love for God above all else, and then love for his neighbor. I mean, a man's result in the afterlife is determined by his service, his sacrifice, his love, his actions. Or maybe that's it, his actions. No, the answer can't be that simple. It can't be a life acted in service to God when so many lives are lived with God so far out of their consideration. I mean, people who believed, people who have every right not to, people who don't have time to worship anything other than what's in front of us. But there are plenty of good, moral people who accidentally act more like Jesus or Muhammad than any of their followers. So what makes them tick? Well, I guess it's all intrinsic, Robert. You believed in God, I do not. Both of us possess similar features at first glance. On the outside, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a heart. On the inside, as Marcus Aurelius says, a fragment of divinity. And that fragment is something that we all have. I mean, even the atheists acknowledge that there's at least a soul, something separating man. I mean, we love, we hurt, we want to do good. But there's a responsibility that comes with the desire to do good. You have to follow through. Moral responsibility, Dad. I'm not satisfied with meat. I'm not satisfied with God. What made you, you? What made you mourn and what made you dance? What made your soul burn and what made you burn others? Rob was, above all else, consistent. Yeah, sure. But only after learning the only way that you knew how, by burning people. By searing us permanently. I mean, what makes a man? You clearly hadn't thought it through. Leaving me to decipher this thing, this code, this message, just leaving me. No, it can't be that simple. No, the last time anything was simple was when all mankind had to do was not eat a fucking apple! And now there's Bluetooth and microplastics and people who use AI! Aristotle, one swallow does not make a summer. It's a good book. His goal was defining happiness. What other practical measure for man do we have, if not their joy and their sorrow? One swallow does not make a summer. Neither can one day, or a brief span of time, make a man blessed and happy. You see, beyond biology, we are a composition. I mean, man is an equation. I am who I am today because of my personal cacophony of life experiences. 18 years of that life with you out of the picture. 18 years of friends and failures and sexual experience and personal growth and bad karaoke. But along the way, I'm shaped by my politics, by the women I have loved, by my friends, by my job, my kids, my wife, my world. Everything I've ever loved has meticulously crafted my circuitry. Wires and wires of dancing in the rain and snow and streetlights and nights with no sleep. Wires and years of patient breath and quick to forgive and slow to anger until I'm solidified. Wires and wires of wanting to do good upon wires of knowing that I'm bad upon wires of wanting to be better. Until I take the shape of me, until that shape resembles a vivid picture in my head, a statue on a pedestal, until I am until I'm a man. You taught me what manhood looks like. You taught me with the lying and with the cheating and with the alcohol and with the hookers and with the preaching. And you taught me by staying far away. You shaped me by removing yourself from the picture, Dad. I taught myself, and that opened me up to a manhood that doesn't look or feel like any man I have ever met. It's why I'm so close with Mom. And so close to myself. That's my fragment of divinity. It tells me to just pull away sometimes, to just listen. I mean, I see the way that people dance when they feel like their skin fits. I've been watching a life I'm too afraid to live from behind shutters. And sometimes that light peeks through. And it is so bright on that side that version of me radiates. I mean, they exude a love for themselves that I never had. When did you know? How did you know that you aren't who they think you are? Can I just lay in that bed for a moment and see if it feels as good as I think it would? But I have no idea what I'm doing. And maybe it's too late. Too late for uncertainty. Yeah, the biggest certainty I have is what I know doesn't work about me. I walked through this life unsatisfied with virtually everything about myself. I mean, cutting out the wires that I don't like, carving them out with a knife called improvement, until that picture in my head is unmistakably me. There it is. That light. I can't keep being afraid of you. I love you, Dad. I could have said it a million more times in that hospital room, I know, but it was loud with the doctors and the machines and your eyes. Like you had too much to say and were paralyzed by it. I remember you on your back in that hospital bed, just tracing the shape of your son for the last time, unable to speak, unable to move, unable to fight. No, that's it. That's my biggest fear, helplessness like that. I don't want to go gently into that good night. I want control. I want answers whether they hurt me or not. I want to love so fervently that it terrifies me. But more than any of that, I don't want to be you. I don't want my son to be me either. I don't want his wires to be made up of me. To try and copy the shape of a copy.